Hello everyone, Legendary V19 here and welcome back to my channel. Here we have saved the one and only Leon, one of my favorite BBs, XP record. At the moment we're holding it, and yeah, hopefully won't be breaking anytime soon. That's gonna be my build for now, and the commander we are going to use and all the setup. You will see all my stats that I had so far with the ship. As you can see, I play the ship a lot. So here we have Fletcher that we're gonna take care of, Zara, and a Kaga that's gonna be the reason in the end why we couldn't get any more XP, but you will get there and you will see my mistake, why that didn't happen. For now though, we spawn in the middle as usual. It's when you have a division, most of the time you're gonna spawn in the middle. If it's two divisions, one of them is gonna be in the middle. You never know, but I always like to point on this map my guns on the right and check out what's coming from Bravo towards Alpha or the opposite. Because if you look towards Charlie, it's not a side that you can really focus. But so far none of this happens until, of course, we spot the one and only North Carolina. Sunhorse, we are not able to shoot at her yet. But soon, you know, typical North Carolina, just being broadside and giving all the love that it needs. And yeah, as you can see, always funny to see, especially in North Carolina, one of the most easy battleship to city tell. Of course, if you give the broadside, or you can overmatch the nose in the front. But so far, we already lost the destroyer. As you know, welcome to Legends. That's how it's gonna be most of the time, and it's sad to watch. But so far, we're doing great. Of course, you know, we're not doing too much damage, but the amount of guns that we have is always helpful. Trying to angle myself because, as you know, Leon doesn't have one of the best armor. It's very difficult and tricky to angle, but we're gonna do our best, knock out the guns of the Veneto, and someone might set up a fire. Yeah.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
And that's Cruiser out of the game, the one and only Zara, which it's kind of surprised to be honest, but hey, the Leon AP, that's the magic of the French bullet. So thank God we got out of it with that, and that's one of the most frustrated moments in the game, when you're just about to shoot the target and it just disappears, which could be another, you know, no, I don't think death strike, but another nice and beautiful kill. But for some reason it's gonna take us an extra salvo, and you will see what I mean here. Yeah, there you go. We get the beautiful Spartan Elite 43 effect. You leave him with just enough to get away, but we're not gonna let him get away. We're gonna shoot one more time and punish her for what she's doing and the way she plays, getting just broadside the entire game from the moment it spawned on Alpha, if I'm not wrong. And that's gonna get out of the game. For now, no. Trying to see if I can shoot the Sunhorse, but she's going out of my gun range at the same time. Gotta be careful, because we still have a battleship in Bravo that's trying non-stop to take me down. But it's not gonna happen anytime soon. The problem will come later on in the game. For now, we just realized that there is still those two destroyers on the other cap on our left, and one of them is chasing the two ships that we still have there. One of them is gone already down, and somehow one of them is gonna end up being behind us very soon, but it's not gonna be because of us. but it's gonna be because of our own carrier, which, you know, carrier plays these days, you just don't even know what to expect. It's spawn on one side, and for some reason it's gonna go on the other side, and it's not gonna work anyway, because it's still gonna go down. Here is me just screaming to my teammates, take him down, please. I'm turning right now, I didn't want to be broadside. I want to take all of my guns on the left side of my ship and stop the enemy team from pushing in the middle, because that's how you want to do whenever you get this type of scenarios. When you have two caps, just get in between one of them and don't allow them to take the middle. Doesn't matter if you go down, as long you're just biting their time and make them take as long as possible. Here we got lucky. I think the champagne just aimed too high, so she ended up not getting any citadels on our ship. But usually Lyon is something that it takes a lot of a punishment, especially when you get shipped from tier 7. And that's when our biggest enemy in the game started the fan police gameplay, and it's gonna be a problem until the end of the game. And unfortunately, because of my mistake, which I'm not sure at the time, I didn't know if it was a mistake, but then I realized it was because we could get a little bit more XP out of it, but it is what it is. I'm gonna hold the XP records for now, and until someone else will break it. Good luck until then, because Lyon is a beast, so I'm not gonna be surprised if someone will do it exactly after me. For now though, like I said, holding middle, guys, holding middle. You're a battleship, you're supposed to take the damage. Being on the back of the map is not an option, it's only if you need to disengage, if your team is around, you know, that time that maybe you're gonna lose or something. But for now, doing that, it's getting the enemy team having more difficult time to push in, and that's, as you can see, the Gnazi now is just being aggressive. I mean, it's Gnazi now, he's allowed to do it, but he gets too much attention. Fletcher aiming wrong the torpedoes, because I'm not going to turn the way he's aiming those torps. And yes, I guess all of my guns were not enough to take the Fletcher down, but he's being too aggressive and too, I don't know, just, I guess, trying to get the cap as soon as possible. But as long as we are here, we're not gonna give it away as easy as he thinks. At the time I couldn't understand exactly how Fletcher was spotted, but I believe it must be because of our destroyer on the other side of the island. And that's gonna be it for it. I'm surprised we hit him, because the way the island is, sometimes you end up making your shells just hitting invisible islands or whatever. For anyone who's playing Battleship, you will understand what I mean. But so far so good. Carrier, as you can see, it's still running on the other side. The destroyer that I was telling you that's behind us got spotted. It's the typical destroyer that you don't want to have in your team. And what I mean by that, well, the last thing you want is seeing your destroyer doing what the Minsk is doing, which is chasing our carrier, when it's not even the reason why they're losing the game, because our carrier is not even good at the game. And especially for the decision, I mean, it is good that you have to run away and not staying in the same position on the carrier, but still not this way. But it is what it is. Gone down anyway. Minsk, congratulations, you did what you had to do and what you were planning to do 10 minutes ago. But it's still, you know, if the Minsk was working in team with the Fletcher, things might be gone different and we might be losing. Who knows, you know, the 2 digit versus 1 something, it's always harder. And now the Kaga remembers about us, and that's when I was doing the mistake. What I had in my mind at this point was to put the HE on my ship and help my teammate fight the Minsk, which we are going to do that, but at the time I'm not sure exactly what I was thinking, and I thought that the carrier would be around the corner here, so I hesitated, you know, and I just didn't change the type of shells I was using, which if I did and I had AP loaded at the time, the game would be over already, and we could have probably more XP or maybe another death strike. You never know. 16 guns of salutes will surprise you every time, because that's what Leon does, especially if you have 3 of them in a division. It's really fun to do, but the mistake a lot of people do is thinking that because the ship has small guns, it means you have to run HE all the time. And in the Leon, that's not the case. You can still have a fun game if you switch to HE and have more teammates doing the same. It's annoying for the enemy team, but I believe it's more satisfying when you had that AP loaded, because you're gonna see here, if I had AP, it would be so much different, and the carrier will get spotted anytime soon. And the moment he gets spotted, I realize and tell to my teammates, I cannot believe I didn't switch to AP. But it is what it is. Still, it was just enough to hold enough XP, and I guess, not sure if I was the reason for us to win the game. The team played very well, except some of the ships, but the enemy team did a lot of mistakes, and that's, as you can see, did a fair amount of damage, but it would be so much more and so much better if I had the AP loaded. But Kaga, it is what it is. You know how every carrier is. If they plan to push on you and take you down, they will manage to do it. If they focus on you, especially if it's something like Leon, which I don't think he has very good AA to protect yourself, which means as long as you're alone, even a Kaga will have an easy time to just focus you down. And here is me just not paying attention exactly on the torps, and took 2 more. And I believe if I didn't take those 2 torps and I kept turning the left side, it would be so much better and holding more of my health and probably being able to finish the Kaga myself. And I guess that's the last time we're gonna shoot at her. We had so little time to just rotate our guns. It took us longer than we expected, but that was the game. We did what we had to do, what a battleship should do when it's possible. Not every time, you cannot be aggressive every time, but that's when the game is just gonna be funny and just watch a Sandhorse trying the best to take down the remaining health of the carrier, which surprisingly had a very, very good hit with the HE bombs. You love to see that, especially when you play the carrier. But here is a questionable decision of a Sandhorse being like, why are you using the torps if you know the next salvo is gonna finish the carrier? But that was it. Game over, victory, 4,127 XP, 4 kills. Unfortunately, we didn't get the carrier. Confederate, clear sky, high caliber, and 1 death strike. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.